Now we are going to complete exercises of poem number first as a boy, and this poem is from your LR book. Comprehension A. Read the lines from the poem and answer the questions. First, then out of the tunnel a green gold dragon came plunging, thundering past. Out of the tunnel, out of the dark. Question A. What does a green gold dragon refer to? Answer. The green gold dragon refers to the railway train. Then B. Why does the poet compare it with a dragon? Answer. The poet compares it with a dragon because it is huge, moves very fast and comes out of the tunnel with a loud noise and lots of smoke exactly like a dragon. C. Why does the poet use the word thundering for it? Answer. The poet uses the word thundering for it because it makes a loud roaring noise because of the engine and the wheels moving on the tracks. Then second, and the train rode on every day, hundreds of people coming or going or running away, goodbye, goodbye. Then question A, who does the poet bid goodbye to and why? Answer, the poet bids goodbye to the passengers in the train. He bids them goodbye because they are leaving him and going far, far away. Question B. Why does the poet use the phrase running away? Answer. The poet uses the phrase running away because he feels that the passengers are running away from him and going very far away. Question C. What do you think the people are running away from or running towards? Answer. The people could be traveling to new places to relocate and restart their lives or to visit friends and relatives. They could be running away from their mundane, boring lives and going on exciting holidays or towards some new experiences. Then third, I haven't seen you again, bright boy, at the carriage window, waving to me, calling, but I have loved you all these years and looked for you everywhere. Question A. Who do you think the bright boy is? Answer, a young passenger in train, या तो फिर आप ऐसे भी लिख सकते हो, the bright boy is young passenger in the train, most probably traveling with his parents or guardians and enjoying the journey. He sees the poet from the train window and waves at him, maybe because the poet was also a young boy like him. Question B. Why does the poet remember him? Answer. The poet remembers him because he was watching all the passengers of the train going past and bidding them goodbye. When suddenly this young boy of his own age and very like him waves familiarly to him. That is a new experience and he decides that he would love to make him a friend and play with him. Then question C. Why has the poet searched for the boy for many years? Answer. The poet has searched for the boy for many years because it is almost as though the boy in the train is another part of himself, like an alter ego almost. He would like to complete their brief encounter and bring it to its logical end, where he meets and gets to know the boy better. Also, the boy has become a mystery to him and he wants to resolve the fascinating enigma. Then B. Answer these questions briefly. First question. What did the poet frequently do as a boy? Answer. As a boy, the poet would frequently stand on the edge of the railway cutting outside the tunnel, touching the hot rails, waiting for them to tremble, which was an indication of the arrival of the train at noon. He loved watching the huge train thunder past him with all its nameless strangers. He would bid them goodbye, for they had touched each other's lives, however briefly in those few minutes. Second question. What were the two things that signaled the arrival of the train? Answer. The two things that signaled the arrival of the train were the rails started to tremble and the whistle of the engine would hang on the silence of the forest. Third question. What does the poet mean by the line, the whistle of the engine hung on the forest silence? Answer. By the line, the whistle of the engine hung on the forest silence, the poet means that the whistle of the train engine would echo in the silence of forest long after it was blown. And this beautiful line also reminds us that the poet spent his life in the hills, and any sound such as the train whistle would echo in the hills for a long time. Question 4. Where did the poet search for the boy? Answer. The poet searched for the boy in the cities and in the villages that he visited, and in the midst of the mountains and the crowds at distant places and by the seaside. But he would always run to the forest in the hills, waiting by the tunnel for one more chance meet with the boy. Fifth question. Where does the poet return to always and why? Answer. The poet always returns to the forest and the tunnel in the hills, where the train goes by and watches the windows of passing train, hoping to see the bright boy who waved at him. He has been searching for the boy all his life, and it has now become an obsession for him because the boy remains an enigmatic mystery to him. Then see, think and answer the questions. First question. Do you think that the boy is terrified of trains? If so, why? If not, why? Answer. No, the poet does not seem horrified. Sorry. The poet does not seem terrified of trains. Instead, he seems to be fascinated by them. The poet is lucky that he could wander around freely in the hills watching the trains go by. He also seems a bit lonely and doesn't seem to have any friends to play with. This could be because he was an English boy living in India. In any case, the trains seemed to fill a void in his life, for it brought strangers passing by and they seemed fascinating to him. Second question. What does this poem tell you about the poet's nature? Answer. The poem tells us that the poet was lonely little boy and had no real friends to play with. He used to wander around the hills alone. It can be inferred that he was sensitive, imaginative, and very visual by nature. He also has a wonderful memory, for he remembered this childhood experiences later as a young man and wrote a poem about it. Question 3. Why do you think the poet says that he loves the bright boy? Answer. The poet says that he loves the bright boy because he seems to be so much like him since they were of the same age, and yet they seem to be different because the boy on the train seems to be bright, meaning happy and carefree, as indicated by him waving at the poet. They establish a connect in that moment, and that's why he loves the boy and wants to pursue the encounter.